The story of Isaac, son of promise. Isaac, whose name means laughter, was the long-awaited son of Abraham and Sarah. His story is found in the book of Genesis, chapters 17 through 35, and he is recognized as one of the patriarchs of the Israelite people. For many years, Abraham and Sarah had no children, and both were very old when God promised Abraham that he would be the father of many nations. Sarah, who was well past childbearing age, laughed at the idea when she first heard it. Yet God fulfilled his promise, and when Abraham was 100 years old and Sarah about 90, Isaac was born. Isaac's birth was a moment of great joy and a sign of God's faithfulness. He grew up in a household of deep faith, but also of challenges. One of the most famous and testing moments of Isaac's life came early, when God commanded Abraham to sacrifice his beloved son as a test of faith. Abraham obediently took Isaac up Mount Moriah, laid him on the altar, and raised the knife only to be stopped at the last moment by an angel of the Lord. A ram was provided as a substitute sacrifice, and Isaac's life was spared, reaffirming God's promise. As Isaac grew, his father sought a wife for him from his homeland, not wanting Isaac to marry a Canaanite woman. Abraham's servant, guided by God's hand, traveled to Mesopotamia and met Rebekah at a well. She was chosen by God to be Isaac's wife, and their meeting was marked by divine providence. Isaac and Rebekah married, and their union was one of love and comfort, especially after the death of Sarah. Isaac and Rebekah waited 20 years before having children, and Isaac prayed fervently to God. His prayers were answered with the birth of twins, Esau and Jacob. Even before their birth, God revealed that the older would serve the younger, which was unusual in their culture. Isaac favored Esau, a skilled hunter, while Rebekah favored Jacob, who was quieter and stayed near home. A memorable event in Isaac's life was his dealings with the Philistines. He prospered greatly, becoming wealthy with flocks and servants. However, the Philistines grew jealous and stopped up his wells. Isaac moved from place to place, reopening the wells dug by his father Abraham, and digging new ones, showing patience and trust in God's provision. In his later years, Isaac intended to bless Esau, his firstborn, with the special blessing of the firstborn. However, Rebekah and Jacob devised a plan for Jacob to receive the blessing instead. Disguised as Esau, Jacob brought Isaac a meal and received the blessing. Though Isaac was deceived, he later affirmed that the blessing given to Jacob was indeed God's will. Isaac lived to the age of 180, and his life was marked by quiet faith and obedience. He passed on God's covenant to his son Jacob, ensuring that the promises made to Abraham would continue through the generations.